Hello viewers, I'm Private Dave. This is the World of Tanks test server for 9.0. As you might notice, there are some things which are different. As you can see, the garage has changed. This is the premium garage, but it shows up for standard as well. I think they were having issues with the standard garage for the time being, or something like that. So it's not actually in this version, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's pretty nice. As you can see, there's Churchill 1s under there. Well, Churchill 1 there. I think that's a Panzer IV, and then you have the T-34 chassis right there. So that's pretty nice. You got a little Jeep there. Pretty nice. As you can see, the tanks are different looking as well. Look a bit better. So here's the T-34-85. There you go. You also have the T-54, which has a new model. Pretty nice. There's the stock turret for it. So moving on to the IS. There you go. That's the non-upgraded version of it. So that's that. On to the other change. There is a new Panzer IV and Stug. Pretty much this video is just going to be an overview of the new models, and if I forget one or anything like that, please just leave a comment and I will update it or make another video, whichever you prefer. And then I'll make another a second video after this of historical battles and all that. So onto the Panzer IV. You have a Tier 4 Panzer IV now. The Panzer IV Ossif D. Here it is. Just let me upgrade it real quickly. Hold on. So there it is. Now you get the choice of 4 guns. You have the 5cm KWK 38 L42, which is on those tanks, as you can see. Then you get the L75, the 75cm KWK 37 L24. .5cm KWK 39 L60. And finally, the 75cm KWK 40 L43. So these are the 4 guns you get. So where to begin? So the 75 is the same as the Panzer III-4 and Panzer IV Ossif H. 2.5 second aiming time, 0.4 dispersion, 110 average damage, and 103 penetration, compared to the 50mm with 67 penetration, 70 damage, 0.38 gun dispersion, 1.9 aiming time, and a 26 second rate of fire compared to 15. So those are the guns you get. You start with a which one do you start with? Yeah. Okay, so you start with the 50 centimeter, and you can upgrade to the 75 if that's honestly an upgrade, more of a downgrade really. So just forget about that gun. You can upgrade to one of these two guns. Now you can go with the 50 or the 75. The only real advantage to the 50, from what I can tell, is the rate of fire, accuracy, and aiming time, really. So you can either go with a higher chance of penetrating the enemy, though if you're fighting tanks with 30 armor, that doesn't really matter. So there's that. So yeah, that's that. The turrets, you go from 30, 14, 14 up to 30, 20, 20, and gain 10 meters of view range. Engines, you have a 350 horsepower engine that you can upgrade to a 440. The tracks goes from 35 degrees to 40 degrees, and you have a choice of 3 radios. The stock, which has 265 meters signal range. Second, which is 310, and the third, which has 415. As expected, you can use pretty much the normal, really. So that is that. Moving on. Actually, before that, to get this tank, you need 4,000 experience, and it costs 150 credits. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I just made a dirt moment. Well, GG. I think. Yeah, I think I just screwed up. Well then. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Alright. Actually, no. Alright. Anyways, moving on to the tier 5. As you can see, it now has side skirts. Actually, I think it already had side skirts. I think it's the, wait, no, it didn't. It had the one on the turret. Wow. I am really screwing up right now. Anyways, I don't think they changed anything to it besides that, the model, really. So, this should be quick. Just upgrade it so you can see the new turret. Or not the new turret, but the side skirts with the turret. Looks pretty nice, actually. So moving on quickly to just kind of forget about that dirt moment there. To the Tiger, which has a new model. Or rather, an HD model now. There it is in all its glory. Pretty nice looking. Not really dirty, to say the least. So that is that. And then the mouse. Now, it doesn't look that much different, to be completely honest. Though, I could be wrong. I could just be the fact that I'm tired, I don't know. Moving on to the Stug, which has been split in 2. You get, at tier 4, this derpy little Stug. Quite an odd looking thing, isn't it? 260 hit points. 50 hull armor. 30 on side and rear. the standard radios really. 32 traverse on the stock tracks, 40 on the top tracks. 320 horsepower engine to begin with, then you can upgrade to a 350 or 440. So that's that. And what do you get for guns? Alright, this is the fun part. You get the Sony, no, God, I keep screwing that up. You get the 75mm L24 and the 75mm Stug 40 L43. And then you can upgrade to the 75mm Pak 39 L48 and the 105 42 L28. So with the stock gun, you get 15.38 rounds per minute and 43 penetration with normal ammo. Though most people are probably just going to be slinging gold, so expect 87 penetration, really. And if you're one of the people that doesn't use gold, I commend you. Good job. Hopefully you know how to aim. 110 penetration, damage, 55 dispersion, which is kind of bad, really, and 1.7 aiming time. Now, the second gun you can get is the L43. Same rate of fire, better penetration with normal AP, and if you're firing gold it has 139, there you go, Merry Christmas. Same damage, a lot better accuracy of 0.39 and slightly slower aiming time of 1.8, but it's a lot better in every other category, so that's that. Moving on to the Pak 39 L48. Same rate of fire as you might expect, same damage, slightly better penetration, which is good. Yet again, if you have gold rounds in the chamber, it's 158 for you. There you go. Merry Christmas. Better accuracy of 0.36, that's good. It goes back to the original aiming time of 1.7, which is also good. So that's a good gun. And then if you want, you can go to the derp gun, which has 6.67 rounds a minute, 64 penetration with the first ammunition type, which is AP, which if you're firing AP, I'm kind of surprised, really. 104 on the heat rounds, which I assume most people will be firing. And then if you're firing HE rounds, it will be 53. Now, you probably only need HE rounds if you're fighting another one of these Stug 3s, because as you can see it only has 50mm on the front. However, I think it is sloped. Yeah, it is. So, just make sure you don't hit the slope, I guess. And pray you penetrate. So there you go. A 2-second aiming time, and pretty inaccurate as to be expected from a derp gun. So that's that. With the top gun, not that. With the top gun, you get AP and APCR. So that's good. It means you don't really have to worry too much about tracks absorbing your heat rounds, which is a good thing, really. How much ammunition does it get? It gets... not that... It's not that bad, actually. Interesting. Anyways, moving on. The Stug, as you already know. So, moving on to my favorite one so far besides the T-54, the Sherman. Look at that. That is actually pretty damn nice. I will admit that. That is pretty damn nice. So, let's upgrade it a bit. I don't know why I'm upgrading the radio, but whatever. It's just kind of instinct, really. There you go. The HD model for the Sherman. Quite a nice model, actually. Give you a moment to just bask in the glory of this beautiful tank. Alright, so moving on to the last few tanks. You have the M103, which I honestly don't see that much of a difference, to be honest. I see slight differences, but that's about it. Though I haven't actually played the tank in a while, so that could be it as well. I don't know. Centurion Mark 7, which I heard was getting an HD model, but doesn't seem that different, except it seems slightly brighter looking and cleaner. So that's that. And finally the Tortoise, which looks nice, but I never actually owned the Tortoise, so I'm not sure if that's a new model or not. If it isn't, just, you know, let me know so I can put a note in the video, or a link, I guess, I don't know. So there you go. And another one, which I'm pretty sure didn't get an HD model, but looks extremely, I'm gonna say odd right now. There you go, AMX 5100. I don't know what it is, but it just seems kind of odd when looking at it from this angle. Like, look at that, look at that. Is it just me, or does that seem odd? I think it's just this side, too. It could be the lighting, though, I suppose. Interesting. Anyways, on to the other changes. Go into settings, and as you might now notice, the graphics. They changed the options for it. So there is that. You have color filtering. Yeah. So that's all nice and dandy there. So there you go. Frame rate, 60, 59, yada yada. Those are pretty standard, really. On to details. Now this is where you're going to notice the major changes, really. And I haven't actually tweaked with these yet. So yeah. You have the option to choose standard, improve, which was always there. It's just slightly different now. As are the ways that you can pick what you want. Like, you can just scroll it from left to right and pick what you want. Oh, really pretty looking, I guess. So there's that. I don't think they changed anything with these, to be honest. I'll check anyways just to make sure. Yeah, I don't think they did. All pretty standard, really. So that's that. I'll show you the menu for historic battles as well. Also, they changed some maps. Hold on, let me check. They reworked Serene Coast, Pearl River, Malinovka, and Sevagorsk. So that's something to look forward to, I suppose. Hopefully those are reworked in a good way and not a bad way. So yeah, on to historic battles. If you open the random battle tab there, you'll notice you have the standard ones, and then you have historical battle. And here it is. So it's in Russian, so I can't really figure out what this is actually saying. I assume this is the names of the battles that they have, because that would be kind of obvious, really. Obviously that says you selected the wrong vehicle because it's in English. You can tell the map right there, it's Prokhorovka, and you can see which vehicles you need. Historical loadout tells you right there what it is. You get 76mm F-34, T-34 mod, 1942, and yada yada yada. KV-1S. You get the 76mm ZIS-5 and all that good stuff. Can't actually select those because I didn't buy them, so that's that. I imagine it would be a lot of fun playing the SU-76 in this though, or the T-70, against, you know, Panthers and Ferdinands and Tigers. But yeah, so the Tiger, you get the 88mm KWK 36L56. So that's I think the second gun. Could be wrong. 1 minute. Let me see. Wait a minute. The L56. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. Okay, that's fine. Wow, man, in a really, really derpy time today. Let's see. Anyways, onto the Stug. Hopefully I don't screw this one up. The 75mm Stug 40 L43 is what you get on that. Panzer IV. The 40 KWK 40 L48, and I don't have those other ones in right now, but I imagine it would be a lot of fun playing the Panzer II. That seems like it would be a fun experience, like the T-70 or the SU-76, really. Onto the next one. It's Erlenberg. You have the ISU-152, which yeah, okay, that's good. It gets to 122, luckily enough, because I really, really would be, you know, pained if I had to play that with the BL9 in there, or BL10. IS gets the 122mm. T-34 gets the 76mm again. T-34-85 gets the 85. King Tiger gets the 88 L71. Jag Panther gets the 88 L71. The Jag Tiger gets the 128. That's actually quite nice. I think that's the first one though. Panzer IV gets the L43, and as you can see, it changes the ammunition for you, and you just pay for that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you pay for the ammunition, but any ammunition you don't use, you get refunded for. So that's nice. It means you're not wasting a bunch of money for no reason, really. So that should be interesting. Now, I've heard another thing, which could be interesting. 1 minute, just 1 minute. All right. Yes, it is true. Confrontation is now gone after just one patch. So, if you like Confrontation, too bad it's gone. If you didn't like it, go celebrate, I suppose. Guess there's no longer going to be teams of 15 ISU-152s, which could be a good thing, really. So that is that. I will try to get a video of historical battles. I'll probably use my my Jag Tiger, to be honest. I quite enjoy my Jag Tiger. Or my King Tiger. I could bring my King Tiger, I suppose. So yeah. Thank you for watching. If I messed anything up or got something wrong, please correct me in the comments. I like constructive criticism. I would like to point out constructive criticism. Uh, so that's that. And thank you for watching.